there lived a man named Samuel. He was well known across the town as the village's biggest worrier. He had a tendency to worry excessively about everything, including the weather, his neighbors' chickens, and even imaginary issues. The villagers often found themselves bewildered by his ceaseless concerns. One sunny morning, Samuel sat on his porch rocking back and forth in his creaky old chair. He noticed a group of children playing by the river. Their cheeks were beaming with unbridled happiness as they chased butterflies and laughed. He watched them with a deep sense of longing. He struggled to recall the last time he had experienced such carefreeness as those kids did. He suddenly became aware of the enormous weight of his burden, the constant concern that dominated every aspect of his life. Determined to change his ways, he made the decision to consult Abigail, the village's oldest resident. She was recognized for her deep understanding and ability to restore peace to the most troubled minds. He made his way to Abigail's modest cottage. He found her tending to her herb garden, and he greeted her with a warm smile.
"Abigail, I've come to you seeking guidance. I can't seem to stop worrying about everything, especially problems that I don't even have. It's making me miserable."
Abigail looked at Samuel with understanding in her eyes.
"Come, sit with me,"
directing him to an old wooden bench under a large oak tree. She started speaking in her calm, soothing voice as soon as they sat down.
"Samuel, you are not the only one going through this. Many of us carry the burden of unnecessary worry, thinking about issues that may or may not arise in the future. The joy of the present moment is stolen from us by this load."
Samuel listened intently as Abigail continued.
"Being present in the moment is the key to overcoming this weight. Remind yourself of the beauty in the present moment whenever you find your thoughts going to artificial issues. Take a look at the kids having fun by the water, the swinging trees, and the cloudless sky. Enjoy this moment's simplicity."
Samuel followed Abigail's advice throughout the following weeks. He would take a deep breath and bring his focus back to the present whenever he felt worry beginning to sneak into his thoughts. He'd watch the clouds drift across the sky, listen to the songs of the birds, and appreciate the smiles of his fellow villagers. His worries started to vanish slowly but certainly. He came to the realization that many of the issues he had been preoccupied about had never occurred. He discovered a new sense of peace and serenity by staying in the present and letting go of the responsibilities he had been carrying pointlessly. One day, as he watched the same children playing by the river, he couldn't help but smile. He was finally able to take satisfaction in life as it unfolded because the worries that had previously clouded his mind had vanished. His perspective had been altered by the lesson he had received from Abigail, who had shown him that it is not the difficulties we don't have that should disturb us, but rather the beauty we overlook when we are distracted with unreal worries. The story of Samuel, therefore, served as an enduring lesson to everyone. The key of living well is to quit worrying about problems you don't have and to embrace the simple, priceless moments that genuinely make life remarkable.